If y'all could pump up the hearts, because this is it's not going to be a long drawn out one, because of course my mouth is not feeling good. But if you could pump up the hearts and let me know if you see the recap video. It does not have anything on it. It just has statistics of Israelis. It doesn't have anything on it. It just has statistics. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. If you guys could let me know if you can see the recap video. Where have I been? Well, I missed yesterday because, good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Joyce. I missed yesterday because I had to get my braces tightened. Yeah, the recap is up. Thank you, Jenny. I had to get my braces retightened, so I'm not in the best mood because I woke up and these holes are even tighter. I can't even eat. I'm so damn hungry, but my everything is sore, so I can't even eat. Hey guys, hey, good morning. Let me grab me something to drink and then we're gonna get started. Just can we get the hearts moving? Can we get the hearts moving? Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Lily. Let me grab some aspirin and grab something to drink. Yeah, I can't. Oh. Shoot. Okay. I'm coming. Give me a second. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm back. I'm back. And whoever I saw in the grocery store yesterday, you scared the shit out of me. But I appreciate the love. uh yeah, okay. Y'all already at 10K. Hold on, let me do this. Since I missed yesterday. Oh, thank you. Where did I get this shirt from? Oh, I have no idea. It may be Dollar Tree. Y'all, Dollar Tree has a lot of, not Dollar, yeah, Dollar Tree has a lot of cute shirts. All right, let's get into it. We are boycotting McDonald's. That's the next part. Besides Target, it's McDonald's now. And I know a lot of y'all like y'all McNuggets and y'all little drinks. And I know y'all like to stop there and get y'all little breakfast sandwiches, but take your ass to Burger King. Black folks, this is the start. I don't eat McDonald's. I ain't been to McDonald's in years. That's because I'm on a health kick. Even though it's not helping me do anything because my ass is still big. But we're dropping McDonald's. No more. I know y'all like to eat out, and I know that's like quick and fast. We'll find another place. Go to Arby's, shit. Go to somewhere else. But we're boycotting McDonald's. They got rid of their diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, and they don't seem to be turning around. So that is the next step. We want to hurt them like we hurt Target. Like we're getting ready to hurt Dollar General. Because remember, we're still boycotting Dollar General as well. Okay, I need y'all to understand Target, Dollar General, McDonald's are not on our list. And if you are not black and you still want to participate, I appreciate it. Spread the goddamn word. Okay? If you have not seen my recap video, please go look at it. There's a lot of vital information in there. It's just not in the most enthusiastic way. Hey, if you boycott Amazon as much as you can. Find another place to get coffee then, Sarah. For the past 10 years, I haven't been sick once. Look, I ain't gone to McDonald's in years. I've been cut them out. Find somewhere else to eat. Just Target, McDonald's, and Dollar General are our main focuses right now. No, I'm not tired. Well, actually, I am tired. I got my braces tightened yesterday, y'all. So my mouth is in fucking pain, but I'm still up here trying to give out this information. Okay, my mouth is in pain, but I'm still. What do you mean for what now? Look, I'm gonna be real. If you don't put out a full sentence, I'm gonna get aggravated because right now I do not feel good. My ass should actually not be talking. Please don't piss me off. I try, you know what? I'm a Sagittarius, okay? I try to smile and stay happy as much as possible so I don't pop off. Okay? I'm trying. But if you have a question, please make it a full sentence because I'm in a very agitated state. Who are we boycotting? We are boycotting McDonald's. McDonald's is on that list. We've been boycotting Target. Target's already felt the hit. We're trying to do what we did to Target, to McDonald's and Dollar General. We are doing exactly what we did to Target, but now we're doing it to McDonald's and Dollar General. You can still shop at Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, but Dollar General and McDonald's is the next up. Okay? Those are the next two. Y'all can go without McDonald's. Wendy's has a dollar menu too. Okay? Wendy's also has breakfast. Like, y'all can go without them. Just, we trying to hurt them like we hurt Target. Target's in their fourth quarter and they're struggling. They are struggling really bad to the point where they donated, I think it was $200,000 to the Baptist convention, which we do not agree with. They took that money. If you are at that Baptist convention, or you Baptist, you need to get on your people because we're not accepting shit from them except for what we asked for. $300K, thank you. It was something like that. We don't fuck with that. My daughter works at Dollar General. Oops, her bad. Tell her to go to Dollar Tree. I'm sorry. This is just what's happening. This is what's happening. It is what it is. All right. So on the Israel-Iran front, you already know that there was some vital information that got leaked from the White House saying that Trump did not do any damage to Fordo, which is where that fortified in the mountain where most of the uranium piles were for Iran. Well, come to find out, they didn't really destroy it or obliterate it. They only hurt it a little bit. They only put it back a couple of months. So they're going to get back into what is BRICS. BRICS is basically Russia, China, North Korea, Africa. They're creating their own goddamn money away from the US dollar. They're forming their own money, and it will be coming into effect in the next couple of years. It's going to make the US dollar look like shit. But yeah, they didn't really do too much. And Trump is mad. Trump is mad. Trump is mad. He is mad that it got leaked. But not only was it leaked, it's also true. From the little investigations that they've done already, it looks like nothing is hurt. And Iran has confirmed that as well. Because there is satellite pictures, and I posted this on my daily recap. There is, let me get to it. Okay. There's satellite imagery that shows days before we struck Fordo, they moved their shit. So the regime also moved as much of its highly enriched uranium to a secret location before the U.S. was able to bomb the Islamic Republican 3 nuclear facilities. They moved their shit. Why? Because Trump kept running his mouth on Truth Social. Even the strike that they did on Fordo had to be devised in another way. So remember when I said that they had already put the B-2 bomber planes up and running into the air and they were headed towards Guam? Well, they had another set of airplanes heading towards the 3 facilities. because they were afraid that Trump was going to leak the information. So they where can I put it? They basically had to trick their own president to shut up because they were afraid he was going to give it away. They actually praised Pete Hegseth for not leaking the information. That's how bad that shit was. They were so scared that Trump was going to give away the plan because he gave away, he was leaving, you know, the G2 summit. He brought the nuclear bomb plane to Washington D.C. So that would set him off. If I would have seen that plane, that nuclear war plane that is set aside for Congress to be in, to run the country in case of nuclear war. If I saw that plane land and I'm Iran, I'm like, okay, so I get to see what you're doing. All right, I got that. So let me go ahead and move my shit. So Iran has hidden sites housing hundreds of thousands of its advanced capabilities of producing weapon grades uranium and export on Iran's nuclear program. They moved that shit, and they have satellite imagery of them moving a 400 kg stockpile. Trump was mad. He was mad, and he's mad at CNN. He's mad at New York Times. He's trying to get reporters fired for reporting this. He wants reporters fired for reporting the correct information. And now he's doing an investigation into who leaked the information about Iran's places not actually being destroyed. Now he wants to do an internal investigation. Good morning. Like, you just don't like Trump. No, I don't like Trump. I can admit I don't like that man, but I have reasons why I don't like that man. He's a racist. He's a fascist. He only cares about the 1%. He's not well versed in running a country. He's failed at 10 or 11 businesses that he started, all went into bankruptcy. He's also what we call them, what are those he's a nepo baby. And I think he's kind of an idiot. He's kind of an idiot. Okay? He's an idiot. He wants to be like Kim Jong-un and Putin. And that's not a democracy. That's just not. Okay? I don't care. I mean, he is kind of an idiot, but he's kind of smart because he talked himself into the office. He got people that are uneducated to vote for him. All he dangled was "you're white" in front of them, and they came running. They didn't really care that they were middle class or lower class. They just came running. So he got his tactics together. Of course, with Elon's help. So now they're doing the investigation. On top of that, he has decided that he's no longer going to share information with U.S. Congress. Yeah, because he canceled his meeting when he was supposed to show up to Congress to explain why he attacked Iran. He canceled it. Why? Because he no longer had the element of surprise. He could no longer tell them what he wanted to tell them, because they already had the information. And I'm being very clear. Iran never started this. Israel started this. Iran never wanted to go out and fight. Israel started it. Even the Prime Minister of Canada said, Iran handled this in a diplomatic way. Iran handled this in a diplomatic way. That's just it. It is what it is. They handled it. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Iranians have said the ceasefire is not enough for them. And both Israel and Iran have both stated that if one of them pops off, it's on and popping all over again. And we already know that Trump said that neither of them know what the F they doing. I have not seen a president. This administration is so ghetto. And ghetto is not just streamlined to black people. White people can be ghetto too. Or we can call y'all trailer park trash. However y'all want to put it. But it's ghetto now. I mean, you got a president on TV cursing. You got the vice president flipping people off, trying to demonstrate what protesters are doing towards him. You got Linda McMahon, who has no experience in education, trying to tell Gavin Newsom the only way they will get government funding is if he apologizes to every woman in his state that has lost against a transgender woman. You got Kristi Noem going over budget to capture immigrants, and she's only captured 6% of immigrant unalivers that have real bad convictions. She's only caught 6%. The other 94% never have been to jail, never have been arrested, don't have a criminal background at all. A waste of money. You got RFK Jr. cutting and slicing our health departments in half. And this man says, don't even look to me. Don't look to me for medical advice. He don't even know what he's cutting. He has no idea what cuts he's making. You got Pam Bodie and she's an attorney, which is crazy. She don't give a damn about what Trump is doing in that office. She don't care that he's using the presidency to levy his way to making millions of dollars off of Bitcoin and allowing foreign adversaries to enter this country on a $5 million gold card. She don't care that Trump told certain foreign adversaries that, hey, I'm not helping you out. And then they buy Bitcoin under Trump's name, and now all of a sudden they're invited to meetings, and all of a sudden what they want gets happened, like Syria. You got bullshit Barbie at the podium lying every chance she get. This administration is ghetto and incompetent and uneducated in every area that they are in, including the presidency. And those are a lot of topics that I had written down, ready to go off. ICE is detaining Marine Corps veterans' parents and wives. One man, his wife went to pick up her green card. She went to her routine green card appointment, and they took her. A father who has 3 Marine sons was taken up by ICE. A woman, a pregnant woman in ICE detention, just lost her baby. The baby was gone inside of her after she begged for help. She begged them to help her. Her baby is gone. This is what y'all, this is the criminals y'all picking up. Hardworking. And you know what? Fuck it. Hardworking Americans, because they pay taxes too. Yes. Whether y'all realize or not, immigrants pay taxes. They contribute billions to this country. Yes. They pay taxes. That's money now that's going to be gone off of every state. Now we're going to have to figure out how to replace that shit. And because the Congress, the Trump administration is over budget on their defense spending and their national security, they're over budget. Now they're trying to switch to counterterrorism. They just picked up an Iranian woman who's been here over 50 years. So now they're going to switch their tactics. Now they're going after Iranian people now. I believe that's their next hit. Now they're going to switch from immigrants to Iranians. So from Mexicans to Iranians. From Latinos to Iranians. Now that's going to be their main focus, because now they're saying that we have sleeper cells here. It's tiring. It is tiring. It is really tiring they nitpicking. I mean, a 21-year-old Norwegian boy, sorry, he's not a boy, young man, was denied entry into the United States because he had a meme of JD Vance on his phone. A meme. JD Vance is bald headed. A meme was denied. He was denied access for a meme. What is a sleeper cell? If you've never seen the movie Salt, it's basically someone from another country coming into another country, acting like a regular citizen, going to work, having children, going to school, doing whatever they have to do as a regular person to blend in into this country. And then once their country activates them, they become a terrorist. That's what happens. They just get turned on. That's just it. Have you ever seen Bourne Identity, the Bourne Ultimatum? That's what they basically are. That's just what it is. If you are okay, I'm gonna ask this: who uses Afterpay? Who uses Affirm? Who uses Klarna? Who uses Sizzle? Who uses PayPal after? Any of y'all use those things? Raise your hand if you use any of those Afterpay systems. Anybody use Afterpay in YouTube land? Let me know now. I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you use Afterpay and you are not paying these people back, it is now going to be reported on your credit score. It is going to be reported on your credit score now. It is going on your credit score. So if you're not paying them back, nope, that's not been a thing. Now they're factoring it into your credit score. After Klarna reported that 130 million people have not paid them. $130 million has been unpaid of customer debt to Klarna. Klarna had to file bankruptcy because nobody was paying them back. They had to file bankruptcy. Now they're going to start lowering your score. Some people, look, okay, I know people who do this shit, but what they'll do is they'll close their bank account, they'll move somewhere else, they'll close that damn that debit card that it's attached to, and they'll report fraud, and they'll go get a new card, and then that won't be on it. It happens. People find ways of not being able to pay them. So, yeah. Now they about to get real, and everybody that has not been paying their shit on time is gonna come off it's gonna come off on your credit score, and your credit score does mean something in this country. It does mean something in this country. So y'all better tell y'all girls and y'all homeboys that like to fuck around and find out just so they can get a little Gucci outfit or some shit. You better pay them, because as soon as you try to go get a car or something like that, you're gonna be fucked. I don't blame them either. If you're going to buy now, pay later, pay that shit. Pay it. Just pay it. And if you ain't got the money, don't pay it. Don't even do it. I got one credit card in my name. One. I refuse to get another one. I refuse to be in debt even more. I got one in my name, and that is it. I have 2 sets of debt. My credit card and my student loans. I ain't got shit else. Y'all gonna wake up and y'all's credit score gonna be at a 300. Keep fucking around. It's not funny. We have a lot of influencers losing their lives. I'm so happy I'm not an influencer, and I don't really care what people think. But there are some people that do care. We're gonna rest in peace, say rest in peace to Michaela Raines. She took her life at 29. She was a YouTuber. She kept getting bullied on YouTube over and over and over again. I'm freezing bad. I'm sorry. She took her life. It's lagging. You on repeat. You're freezing. It's jumping and saying the same thing. Are you serious? Glitching. Oh my God. Okay, tell me when I'm not glitching anymore. Freezing, glitching. What the fuck? I'm back. That's not me now. That's not me. You say he lying? Well, we'll find out later. There's another one that's been taken out. And I'm only mentioning these things because this is important. Y'all need to start being careful online. Y'all really need to start being careful, especially who you date. I'm looking for the lady that was taken out in front of a grocery store by her estranged husband. Her name was Gloria. Where is her? Her name is Gloria Zamora. Her ex-husband took her out in front of a grocery store. Her and her date. Her and her date. She said she was leaving him, and he was like, okay. That's just what it is. And she leaves behind children. So that's just a lot. A Venezuelan boy. He was live streaming. He was a TikToker. He only had 76,000 followers. He was on live stream and he was TikToking, and he outed the gang members in Venezuela who were extorting him for money. And they walked into his house and they took him out. Y'all gotta be careful. This is why I don't give certain information while I'm online. Where I'm really located, where I live, who my family members are. I don't do none of that. For the very simple reason, people are crazy. People are crazy. Oh, stank, you getting on my nerves. They're crazy. There's one more influencer that's left this earth. Let me find him, because I want to make sure that I have his name correctly, and I want to pay respects to him, because he was holding out for a good minute. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Don't worry, we're gonna get back to the news. I just want to get out some of the sad shit before I get to the other shit. Influencer Tanner Martin. He has gone home. He lost his life to colon cancer. But he was able to see his daughter born. And I think that was one of the things he kept holding out for. Yeah. That's just, it's sad, but he got to see his daughter before he passed. And I think that is sweet. And God gave him enough time to do so. Put your don't touch. You don't have to touch me. You don't have to touch me, okay? Well, we got to win. It looks like, remember when I told you Trump wanted to sell off millions and millions and millions of acres of land in the United States to anybody and everybody that had the pockets for it? Well, that's been blocked. Our national parks are safe. Our national forests are safe. He wanted to sell shit in the Grand Canyon. Who gonna put a house on the Grand Canyon? I'll wait. He wanted to sell off pieces of the Grand Canyon, y'all. Who gonna live there? Who gonna live there but animals? That's just insane. That is insane. Okay, so Jasmine Crockett took herself out of the running for a ranking member of the Oversight Committee. She dropped out. She said there was some stuff flying around that isn't true, but it probably could have cost her anyways. She did not say what it was, but it could have costed her. So Jasmine Crockett is no longer running, and they have their ranking member of the Oversight Committee. His name is Representative Robert Garcia. So he is now the ranking member. I don't know what happened, but maybe she's shooting for something higher. She could be shooting for something higher. I don't know what it is, but we just gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see. She dropped out. She's not saying what it was. No one's saying what the issue was, but yeah, they definitely are coming for her. But now Jasmine Crockett is saying she's going to become more like the 92%. She's not going to be speaking out as much anymore. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because she is one of the, there's only a few people in Congress on the Democratic side that actually don't do respectability politics. And she is one of them. She is one of them. She's one of them that does not do respectability politics. And for her to say now she feels like she has to silence herself in order to get certain places, I hate that. I hate that for her. But maybe she has something else coming down the pipeline. We don't know. We don't know. There are multiple countries and companies that are pulling away from Israel. So, Siberian president has announced that they will no longer export arms to Israel. So no more arms, no more. They get no more from them. Siberian sent a record amounts of arms to Israel last year, but Alexander, I cannot say his last name, but it starts with a V, said that since Israel attacked Iran, such exports have been stopped. They get nothing. Ireland has decided that, where's Ireland's thing? And they're the first European country to do so. Go off, Ireland. Hold on. Where is Ireland's post at? Oh, God. These braces fucking hurt like nobody's business. Ireland becomes the first European nation to draft legislation from banning trade with Israel. So they're not going to be trading with them at all. A shipping company, Maersk, they said they're no longer going to be shipping anything to Israel. Nothing. They're no longer... Maersk will divest from companies linked to illegal Israeli settlements after sustained pressure from a campaign. So they won't be doing anything. Anybody that wants to do, they done. So they're divesting from companies linked to Israel illegal settlements in the occupied West Bank after sustained pressure campaign by activists led by Palestinian Youth Movement. The group said this sends a clear message: compliance with international law and basic human rights is not optional. Doing business with Israel's illegal settlements is no longer viable. The group calling for Mossad to next stop transporting their F-35 fighter jet parts. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna start trying to, take away their military parts as well. They got one, let's go ahead and get the other. I totally agree with that. And more countries need to start doing this as well. Because, baby, I'm about to give y'all some percentages. A poll finds that most Jewish Israelis, not Americans, okay, I want y'all to separate the two. Jewish Israelis, not Americans, support expulsions of Israeli citizens of Palestine origin. The ethnic cleansing, I call it a Holocaust, of Gaza, and the unaliving of all women and children and animals. Animals, what the fuck did an animal do to you? Inside cities that Israeli armies attack. 82% of them support expelling Palestinians from Gaza. 56% support expelling Palestinian citizens of Israel, because there are Palestinians in Israel as well. And 47% agree that when conquering an enemy city, the IDF should attack as the Israelis did in Jericho under Joshua, commanding unaliving all inhabitants. So y'all trying to use Bible verses and Bible stories to... What the fuck? The survey was done by Pennsylvania State University. Go look it up. Yeah, they're using the Bible to justify unaliving humans and creating another Holocaust. I'm gonna make this very clear. I'm tired of catering to Jewish people. I really am. I'm really tired of catering to them. They act as if they're the only ones that ever went through anything. And I'm saying the ones that are for the unaliving and the Holocaust they're creating in Gaza. I am tired of it. I'm tired of every time I hear a campaign being ran, especially in New York. I'm sick of every time a campaign's being ran in New York, the Jewish community is the one that's most important. Everybody has to adhere to them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of every time a question comes down, it's about going to visit Israel, or it's about making sure that the Jewish community is not feeling anti-Semitism. Oh, well, if you didn't want anti-Semitism, you shouldn't be allowing, you should be standing up against what's going on and your people doing what they're doing in Gaza. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of catering to them. No, I mean Holocaust. I don't mean genocide. I'm not saying genocide no more. I'm saying Holocaust, because that's what they're creating. That is what they're creating. I'm tired of catering to them. I'm tired of babying them. They need to grow up. Y'all are not the most important thing in this country. We got more problems than y'all feeling anti-Semitism. We do. And if you didn't want to be bullied, you should have stood up in the first place and condemned your country for what they were doing. But you didn't. So now you're afraid. Now you're afraid. You should have been afraid 80 years ago. You should have been afraid when the Nakba started, when they started the ethnic cleansing of Palestine. You should have been afraid then. You weren't afraid then. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the peddling to them. They don't even do this for people that's been here over 400 plus years. And that's us. They don't give a damn about us. They don't care about nobody but them. And you can call me whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Fair is fair. I'm sick of the catering. I'm sick of every time there's an election, the Jewish people come up first. I'm sick of it. They're not the most important thing in America. You're not. And if you're Jewish, you're not the most important thing. You're not the only thing that's important when it comes to what happens in this country. There are other people that matter more than you right now. Like the immigrants that are being picked up left and right. I'm not even saying my people are the most important right now. Right now, we chilling. I watched a interview last night. Kevin, what's his name? Stephen Corbett with Zoran and the other guy, the Jewish guy that's running for mayor in New York. And he was like, as a Jewish person, what are y'all going to do to protect Jews? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. And Stephen did say that, you know, he does not agree with what's happening in Palestine. But the first thing he wanted to make sure was, are y'all going to protect us? I'm going to make this very clear. You're white. Even though you're Jewish, you're white. You're always going to be protected. Let's just break it down to what you're white. You're always going to be protected. No matter if you identify as Jewish, you're white. I wouldn't know you're Jewish unless you told me. You're always going to be protected. But there are more people in this country that need more protection than you. And if you feel like you need to be more protected, take your ass to Israel. Go to Tel Aviv. Go there. Go there. And I hope that Zoran does not run his campaign for the protection and the sake of the Jewish community. I just hope that it's not his main run, because it's going to mess him up at the end. And yes, he's a socialist, and people are scared of socialism because that means the government actually has to take care of their people. That's just my thoughts on that. And y'all can take it forever how y'all feel. Y'all know I don't give a shit. Like I keep telling people in my DMs, nobody pays me to do this. I get paid off my video, but I don't have a backer. I'm not signed with any agency. There is no political party that is supporting me. No one has offered me a job. I ain't got none of that shit. Not one damn thing. So I can say what the fuck I want. Cheese? No, they're not. And I'm going to tell you why I am not going to ever be a part of anybody's group, or nobody's ever going to pay me to speak. It's because I have no filter. I'm not prim and I'm not proper. There is no makeup. There's none of that. I'm not Aaron. Aaron speaks straight. He doesn't curse. He's very straightforward with his shit. I'm not those people. I'm not polished enough to be seen as a person that is going to be paid to do this. I don't get paid for shit. Oh, thank you whoever donated. I appreciate it. Okay? I don't get paid for anything. I know people like to say that because of the way I speak. No, I'm not signed to any agency. No party in this political spectrum is paying me to speak. I'm not getting offered shit. That's just it. But you're intelligent, so you have the advantage over 99% of politicians. Politicians are smart too. How the hell you think they got in those offices? They have to have some kind of wit about them. And if I'm ever offered a job, please know that if I cannot be this person that is on this screen, I will not accept the fucking position. I just won't. I won't accept it. Okay? I'm glitching again. That's probably because I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. Now, Trump is pissed off about AOC wanting to impeach him. Now, Al Green, if you remember when Trump gave his State of the Union address to Congress, Al Green was kicked out. Y'all remember that night when Al Green got kicked out, right? They removed him. I don't know if y'all don't remember that. They removed him. And he said that he was going to call for the impeachment of Donald Trump. Well, he did that the other day. And 128 goddamn Democrats went to the Republican side for him not to be impeached. Now, I'm going to say this. I know the House is controlled by the Republicans. I know that shit. But I'm going to say this. At least y'all asses could show where the fuck your loyalty lies. At least you can show where the fuck your loyalty lies. Because it showed us you have no fucking loyalty to your own party. If any Democrat that is in the goddamn House hears this, get a fucking backbone. My mouth hurts, but I'm about to go off. Get a fucking backbone. For 128 of y'all to sit y'all ass up there and vote for this man not to be impeached, whether y'all knew that shit was going to make it or not, shows where y'all stand. And this is why the Democratic Party is fucking failing now. Because y'all have no fucking balls. Y'all have nothing. Y'all have no backbone. Y'all will tweet. Y'all will get on Instagram. Y'all will get on TikTok and run y'all mouth. But when it comes to show true loyalty to your party and the people that fucking put you in office, y'all vote the other way. It matters. It matters. Because we look at who voted to not impeach him, and we're going to think about that when your primary comes up. That could have been a show or demonstration to your party about how you really feel about this man. Whether that shit would have crossed over or not. This is why people want to unseat some Democrats. Because y'all look weak as fuck. Some activism is just for demonstration. That would have been a good demonstration saying, you know what? Even though they don't own the House, all of them voted to impeach his ass. Now, y'all look like stragglers. Y'all look like stragglers. And it's a fucking shame. It is an embarrassment to everybody that voted to put y'all in office. Are y'all going to do the same thing when AOC comes to the floor to try to impeach him? I'm just asking for a friend. Because y'all look like some bitches. That's what y'all look like. Y'all looked like some bitches. Rolling over for this man. And no, I do not identify as a Democrat, as a leftist, or a liberal. I don't identify as anything. I'm just a human being and seeing shit for what it is. And y'all could have stood with the other 79 Democrats that voted to impeach him, and y'all could have stood on that side. And nobody could have crossed over, even though y'all know he wasn't going to be impeached. Now y'all look like some bitches. And Trump called AOC one of the dumbest people in Congress. Boy, you don't even have an education. Your daddy paid for your education. He's talking about she better start worrying about her own primary before she thinks about beating our great Palestinian senator, Chuck Schumer. Chuck just got rushed to the hospital because he almost passed out from a heat wave. Chuck need to retire. So does Nancy. I love Maxine, baby. I love you too, but it's time for you to go sit down too. Once you hit a certain age, it's time for you to get out. Let some new blood come in. I'm just serious. I am just serious. I'm serious. That shit didn't make any sense whatsoever. Carmelo Anthony will be charged for first degree. If you don't know who Carmelo Anthony is, he's an African American young man, young boy, 17-year-old, who was sitting at a track meet, chilling under a tent during the rain, and was approached by two big-ass YT boys who were bullying him and trying to punk him from getting under the tent. He said he wasn't going to move, and to get away from him, one of them decided to grab his stuff. They got in a scuffle. He got poked. Self-defense. Hopefully, they will drag it down to manslaughter. And if they do keep it at first degree, because first degree is premeditated. Like, he planned that shit. He didn't plan that shit. He did not. Hopefully, either his defense team will get him down to manslaughter, or they try this first degree and it gets thrown out. But we shall see. But y'all know this boy's black and he's in Texas. So you know how that will go. Republicans are trying to cover their butt. Republicans in the House. Republican senators. Is it senators? Yes. House Republicans are trying to cover their butts because they voted for this big, beautiful bill and they didn't read it fully through. So 16 House Republicans write a letter rebelling against the Senate bill's Medicaid spending cuts, which are more aggressive than the House bill. You should have never let that shit got to the Senate. You should have never got it to the Senate. Concerns include provider taxes, state payments, harm to hospitals, and cuts to emergency Medicaid funding. Y'all should have, it should have never went to the Senate. I don't think any Republican actually read that bill. Because if they read that bill, they would have understood how much it was going to affect their states. North Carolinians are at risk of over 600,000 people losing coverage. North Carolina alone. North Carolina alone. Virginia, 24.8 billion will be fortified. Louisiana, 20 billion. South Carolina, 20 billion. Tennessee, 16 billion. Kentucky, 12 billion. Ohio, 8.4 billion. West Virginia, 6.2 billion. Missouri, 6.1 billion. Ohio, 4.1. North Carolina, 38.9 billion fortified. All that money is going to be turned over to the 1% to give them that tax cut. And y'all didn't pay attention to that shit. That was not important. But it's okay because, you know, your boy Mitch McConnell, who is one cough away from either going, he's one cough away from seeing, you know, Satan, says that failure is not an option. I know a lot of us are hearing from people back home about Medicaid, but they'll get over it. He said they will get over it. This is what y'all working with. They'll get over it. It's okay. And if you in Texas, baby, this is crazy. Wheelchair Hot Wheels Willie, um, he shuts down the ban for T. I can't say the word. Y'all know what that is, right? Them trees. He shuts down that ban. Okay, he kills that ban. But guess what? He decided to also take away. So summer program food aid for children is gone. So children that actually need food for the summer, gone. Low income housings, areas, children who actually go to school and they need those, gone. So there is no food for the summertime. None. $450 million in federal funds. Vetoes children's summer food aid program. So the U.S. Department of Agriculture program provides families with $120 per child over 3 month summers to help cover the time when students aren't getting free meals at school. It was created by Congress in 2022, and Texas is one of the dozen states that don't participate. The program is fully federally funded, but the states have put it up half of the administration cost. 1 in 4 children are going to suffer. 1 in 4 children are going to suffer. A damn shame. Oh, here's something funny. Republicans in Congress are demanding Environmental Protection Agency investigate whether the nation's drinking water is contaminated with abortion medication. This is Republicans. They want to test the water for abortion pills. Congratulations. I don't know what to say to y'all about that. I don't know what to say about that. I ain't got no fucking clue. But what? What are y'all thinking? Are we seriously? Is that abortion? If all the drinking water in America had abortion pills in it, you think women would be having babies right now? Women would be suffering. Pregnant women would be suffering right now from taking one of those pills. Pregnant women would be in emergency rooms right now from drinking the water. Let me drink some more water. Because that was they just looking for this stupid. That is stupid. That's what you know what? You know what's more stupid? Michigan Republicans request MAGA Jonathan Lindsay of Michigan requests that we refer to Trump as daddy. Yeah. After the NATO, after what happened at NATO, yeah, he requested that we all call Trump daddy now. Is my typing working in YouTube land? If one of my people type something so I can make sure YouTube is still running up. If not, please jump to TikTok and let me know if there's something wrong. Yeah, he was like, they want to call Trump daddy. But this was funny. State Senator Jeremy Moss, who is a member of the LGBT community, claps back. And he says, in my community, daddy means something else. He said, in my community, daddy means something else. Okay. I fucks with it. Okay. Okay, yes, daddy does mean something else. I do think, oh, there's something, I think there's something wrong with my, with YouTube. It's okay. Yeah, so that happened. Um, disabled protesters were arrested at the U.S. Capitol yesterday trying to protest the big, beautiful bill. They arrested people in wheelchairs. They arrested people in wheelchairs. How? Yeah, that's the United States for you. They zip tied them. They were zip tied to their chairs. You zip tied a handicapped person, a disabled person to a chair. They can't get up. I'm sorry. They can't even move. Like, what the fuck? Now, here's some sad news. Trump now is looking at foster homes to aid in deportation efforts. They're looking at foster homes to help aid in deportation efforts. They're waiting outside of foster care buildings, waiting for children and shit to deport them. Waiting for parents to show up to meetings to see their children, because right now it may be hard for them to take care of them because they just crossed the border. This is, yeah, they're doing it. They're already doing it in Florida. This is some bullshit. Like, y'all really are doing that to children? What the hell is going on? That is insane. I need to see something. Hold on. Let me see something, because this is not making any sense. I wonder if I can I type in here? Nope. Hold on. Let's see if that resets the live. Maybe it'll reset it. I don't know. But now I can't see nothing. We'll see. Yeah, so they're doing that. That's great. But okay, so Trump answered a question from a Ukrainian reporter about her family. Her husband is in Ukraine and he is fighting against Russia right now. And she asked Trump, are you going to send those F-2 bombers, those planes, to Ukraine for assistance like you did Israel? Are you going to send them help? Are you going to send those jets over? Trump looked at that lady and said, I'm sorry for y'all. We'll think about it. He said, we'll think about it. Ukraine, we'll think about it. Ukraine is not going to get our help. And I wish they would understand that and go ahead and join NATO. That way, Trump will have to make a decision. Oh, my bad. Trump said he may not adhere to NATO's most important rule, that if one of them goes to war, all of them go to war. He said, I may or may not decide to do that, because now he's encouraging and pressuring everybody in NATO to increase their military defense. Yes, Article 5. He said he may not fly into that shit. He may not. Melania has a visa that is only given to people who have done great things in this country. Like, you're an athlete, you cured cancer, you got a Nobel Peace Prize. That girl ain't done shit. She's not even a top model. But she was a Playboy model. I'm sorry. Jasmine Crockett said it first. Jasmine went in. Jasmine went in. Jasmine went the hell in on that time. That was funny. Jasmine was funny. She was like, she ain't even a top model. Like Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell. But yeah, he not helping. I'm sorry. He's not helping. I want y'all to understand that Trump is not going to help Ukraine. Even though Ukraine is already signed over their minerals and Trump must help them rebuild their country for 10 years, he's not going to help. He's not. Donald Trump claps back and calls Zoran 100% a communist lunatic. He calls him a commie, and he called him ugly. I'm sorry, Donald Trump. You should not call anybody ugly. You look like one of those kids. You know who he reminds me of? Miss Finster off of Recess. If y'all grew up as a millennial and one Saturday morning, he reminds me of Miss Finster. That's who he reminds me of. I'm sorry. Cause that's what he looked like to me. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking up something real quick. Now, I hate when they try to check to see if I'm still alive. Okay, I'm alive. All right. So people are always asking, what is a socialist? And I'm just gonna give you the breakdown of it. Socialism is an economic or political philosophy encompassing diverse economic and social systems characterized by social ownership or means of production as an opposed private owner. Okay. Socialism was popular as the federal government, which is most Americans known, has not been very popular for a long time. There used to be a party of socialism. We used to have a lot of them. You used to have a lot of them. So socialism, it aims to control economic production and resources by the state to distribute resources equally among the population. In socialism, industries are often owned by the workers rather than private businesses. Okay? Contrast to capitalism, which businesses want. Like right now, what Russell Bout is doing, and what's that other little bald-headed man? What's his name? I hate having to remember these men's names because they annoy the fuck out of me. Russell Bout and Stephen Miller, they're capitalists. Okay, they're capitalists. They want the government to be privatized. They want the government to be run by companies instead of the people. Okay. Now Zoran is not. He's a socialist. He believes that we should run our own states. We should provide for our own states. He says he wants to fortify New York just in case Trump tries to come for him and try to take government funding from him. They can still provide for themselves. Like California. California could be considered a socialist state because if Trump cuts off any funding, California pays more than what they get. California pays more to the government than what they receive back in government funding. If they cut off, they could provide for themselves. They don't need help from anybody else. Now, Zoran is saying that we need to tax these big ass companies that are in this state, not just the companies that's in this state, but the companies that actually do business in this state as well need to be taxed. Just because your prime location is in Dallas, Texas, which is tax-free, doesn't mean you don't need to be taxed here. He wants the 1% to foot the bill for New York. Making money, covering the money that they need from the government so when Trump tries to come for them, they can provide for themselves. That is what he's trying to do. And people like Andrew Cuomo and what's his name? Bald-headed black guy. I hate remembering names. Soon to be the ex-mayor. They want to be fortified. They want the government assistance. They want that backdoor pay. Eric Adams, thank you. They want that backdoor pay. Andrew Cuomo just got money from somebody who backed Trump in the election. There's no way in hell I would want that man running this country. And yes, Andrew Cuomo did concede to Zoran, but he's going to run as an independent in November. Do not let his ass in. He said he's going to run as an independent. Why? Because he got the money to do so. Why? Because he has backing from the 1%. Don't let that man in. Don't let that man in no matter what. Do not let him in. Now, the Fed Chair Jerome Powell said he was prepared to lower interest rates. We almost got our interest rates lowered, y'all. But Trump made his tariff announcement. Fucking up everything, man. The Federal Reserve is well placed to wait and see how tariffs affect the U.S. prices before cutting interest rates. The U.S. president has disregarded the central bank's long-standing independence to repeatedly call for rate cuts to spur economic growth. Because once our interest rates are cut, we get more money in our pocket. We're able to buy more. But we can't do that shit if tariffs are coming around the corner. Have y'all noticed? And y'all know I love to decorate. If you haven't seen my apartment, I am decored. I'm decored out. If you have not seen my place, okay. I like to decorate. That's what I spend my money on. Funky ass decorations that piss off everybody and their mama. Right now, Michael's and other places are already putting out Halloween decor. 4th of July ain't even over. People, they're starting to get their shit out now before the tariffs hit again. Because we don't know what's going to happen come the end of the year. We don't know what happens. So now, stores are starting to put out holiday shit early. They're ordering everything early. They're ordering things early. Hey, Michael's going out of business. Just let me know when. I don't shop at Hobby Lobby because Hobby Lobby supported Trump. I don't shop at Hobby Lobby. But everything is, even I talked to somebody in Michael's, he said, we're getting everything super early. He was like, I don't know what's going on, but we're getting everything super early. We even got Christmas stuff now, and they have Thanksgiving. It's like they ordered all this shit. I'm sorry, and I shop for whatchamacallit. I shop for it. So I know when they put out stuff. Right now, it's just supposed to be 4th of July. They don't start putting out Halloween shit until August. Halloween don't come out until August. It comes right on out with Thanksgiving. It comes right behind Thanksgiving. So yeah. It's just Joann's was bought. Joann's was bought. So we don't know how these tariffs are going to work, and we don't know what China's going to do on their side. Every time we get a little deal, something else happens. So Speaker Mike Johnson is still lying about the big beautiful bill. He's still saying that they're not cutting Medicaid, which we know is a lie. And baby, I don't know what's going on with Tucker Carlson, but Tucker Carlson is still slapping Trump in the face. Still saying that what Trump did with Iran was wrong. Still saying that Iran had a right to defend itself. Ooh, who would have thunk it? And then he dropped this little bomb. He made it very clear that Fox News does not like Trump. The owners of Fox News, Rupert Murdoch, the Murdoch family, they don't like Trump. They wanted Tucker Carlson to run against Trump. They wanted Tucker Carlson to run against Trump in the primaries. Of course, I would not like Trump after I got sued and had to pay over $800 billion because I lied about the election and I lied on voting machines. And then I had to come out and say that my news station is not actually a real news station. It's just a gossip and entertainment station. Y'all know that, right? Fox News is now known as a gossip and entertainment station. They're not real Fox News. And I use them after I've seen everybody else shit. I use them after I've seen everybody else's shit. And Mike Johnson has stated that he wants to give Trump more power, more war power without congressional approval. My head hurts. You want to give this man more power without congressional. He didn't even ask Congress this time. And I'm going to tell you something right now. A lot of y'all, even Charlemagne the God, which is a fucking idiot for saying this shit, he talking about Obama didn't ask Congress to go to war. Obama inherited a war. He inherited it. He walked into that shit. He walked into a war. He did a silent takeout. He didn't go to war with a whole country. He did a silent takeout. When he walked there and announced that Bin Laden had been taken out in that cave, bruh, nobody would have known that shit. That was secret. He would have not even announced it and we would not have known. He didn't go to war with a whole country. He didn't bomb a country. He went in and he took out that man. Trump ignored Congress, ignored the laws, and went and bombed a country that was not attacking us. We were not in any imminent danger. For years and years and years, people have been saying Iran is close to having a nuclear missile, a nuclear power. It ain't happened. It has not happened. Trump did that because he wanted a Nobel Peace Prize. Ukraine snatched that from him. Ukraine took their nomination back after he attacked Iran. But some Caucasian man in government in Georgia named Bobby Carter sent in a nomination for Trump to have a Nobel Peace Prize. He's not getting that shit. I don't care what y'all say. Trump will never get a Nobel Peace Prize. That man is not for peace. He did this for show. Okay? Okay. Yep, Pakistan took theirs back too. Pakistan took theirs back too. Oh, if you were in Georgia and you got a child in the 3rd grade, y'all about to start writing cursive again. I am so happy. Bring cursive back. I don't think cursive should have ever left. Y'all about to start writing in cursive again. I love that. I definitely do. Michigan, University of Michigan is being sued by white boys for discrimination. A nonprofit group called FASORP, FASORP, is suing the University of Michigan and the student-run Michigan Law Review, claiming they favor diversity over merit and discriminate against straight white men. My head hurts. The lawsuit argues that the law reviews current staff selection process, which includes a 750-word personal essay review, holistically, intentionally boosts women, racial minorities, LGBTQ plus applicants, while sidelining conservative students and white men. Maybe because y'all boring. Maybe because you're boring. Have you ever thought that y'all were just boring? Have you ever thought that y'all have never had to fight for shit in your life and your life story is boring? My daddy runs a multinational campaign. I grew up in Connecticut where I went to private school. I learned how to ride horses. I'm part of a frat. Y'all are boring. What are y'all fighting for? And this is real shit. Real shit. Show me some adversity. Show me you overcame something. What do straight white men have to overcome? Especially in college. Not roofing a girl. Being able to stay in a frat without the police being called. You're boring. Your essay is boring. LGBTQ has something to fight for. Women have something to fight for. Minorities have something to fight for. Now I can see if you were adopted and you lived in, a trailer park and you had to bus tables all your life and you had to put yourself through school and y'all remember them Lifetime movies? You remember the Lifetime movie Homeless to Harvard? You need to have something like that at this point. Half of y'all do the bare fucking minimum. Y'all barely have any type of activities. Y'all barely have any type of extracurricular activities. And all of a sudden, y'all mad because your shit is boring and you are not better than the people that have applied. You're mad because you did the bare minimum and you didn't get in. Oops. Congratulations. You played yourself. University of Michigan denies any wrongdoing and says the claims are false, and we will definitely fight them in court. I don't know if they're going to win under this administration, but I know one true. Y'all are the most basic ass people on this goddamn earth. Yes. YT straight men. Y'all are the basic. Y'all are basic and boring. So your life stories and the 750 word thing that you have to write, it's boring. Boring. What do y'all want from these? What do y'all really want? Because it sounds stupid. Okay, I have 7 minutes later. 7 minutes left. All right. Y'all know the trans girl on here named Lily Tino that always gets mad if somebody misgendered her at a restaurant and shit. Well, she decided to take her ass to Florida, go to Disney World, and she decided to walk her ass in every woman's restroom in Disney World. And she took pictures in them, filming herself. And under Florida law, filming in spaces where people have reasonable expectations of privacy, such as restrooms, can result in serious penalties. Yes, baby, you are going to either spend 5 years in jail or you're going to pay a $5,000 fine. Oops, you're bad. Halle Bailey gets to keep her baby. She still has custody, and she will be flying to Italy with that baby. Whatchamacallit can come visit, but he has to have someone watching him, and it's not his mom. It's a court-appointed person. Yep. Oops. You're bad. Black dads lead in daily parenting, more likely to play, feed, and dress their kids than any other group. Boop. Let me go to the top. See if I missed anything really important. That alligator Alcatraz is being fitted right now in Florida. They're actually building that alligator Alcatraz. And Doge, Elon's protege with the vulgar nickname, resigns from the federal government. You should have never been there in the first damn place. New York Attorney General Letitia James wins a lawsuit over Trump's medical funding cuts, which judge called government racial discrimination. Thank you. Michael B. Jordan will be in Panther 3, Black Panther 3. Yes, he will. Y'all remember that journalist that lost her job at ABC in 2023 for speaking out for Palestine? She won her lawsuit. She gonna get her money. She's gonna get paid for damages. Yep. She got her money. Yep. Trump may start requiring immigrants to wear ankle monitors to monitor them. I'm not playing. Anybody that crosses the border, there is a bill going out right now that may make them wear ankle monitors until they get deported. There's a lot more I wanted to get to. A lot more. I may do it tomorrow. But there's one thing I want y'all to start looking up and digging into. And if you have a platform, please use it, because this is not on the news. On the night of June 23rd, 2025, 18-year-old Jabari Latrell Peoples of Aliceville was unalived by Homewood police officer near Lakeshore Soccer Park. Police say they were responding to a report of a suspicious vehicle parked at the soccer park. Jabari was inside the car when an officer approached him. Authorities claim he got into a struggle with the officer and pulled a pew-pew before being unalived. He was taken to UAB Hospital in Birmingham and lost his life less than an hour later. But the family says Jabari was unarmed, did not resist, and was taken out after complying with commands. They say no medical aid was given, and he was left to bleed out on the street. His body was then transported. Autopsy without their knowledge or consent. And they were not notified until the next morning, 12 hours later. 12 hours later. I need y'all to start digging into this, because this is not national news. And this needs to be national news so there can be a proper investigation, so they can have a private autopsy. His name is Jabari Latrell Peoples. Start digging. Start digging, please. I don't care if you're white, black, yellow, or orange. I'm tired of seeing police get away with shit like this and then trying to cover it up. That boy, I'm calling him a boy because he's barely 18. That boy could have lived, even if he was pew-pewed. He could have lived if he was taken to the hospital. And you don't inform the family until 12 hours later? What kind of shit is that? 12 hours later? After y'all fixed everything? I know he had identification on him. I know he did. All right, y'all. I have to get ready for a meeting. I will see y'all tomorrow. If there are things that I missed, they're in that video. I have almost 800 people in this goddamn live. If you need information, you want to know where I get my shit from, it is in that video. Y'all can look this shit up yourself. Also, before I get off, I was having a conversation with my homegirl Ryan on here. And I'm going to propose this. I know we are not outside right now. As black people, we are not marching. I know that. But when it is time for black people to get out there and start fighting again, I propose, and start making videos about this. I propose we go out like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. We wear our Sunday finest. We march in strict lines. We sing hymns. We don't do any type of signs. We scare them. The most unpredictable thing a white person is going to see marching down the street is people in suits in their Sunday best, especially black men. That is how we need to change the course of our protesting. Is to start protesting the way they did. Because it's going to confuse the fuck out of them. We need to start taking some of our civil rights activists and what they did and how they got shit done. We need to start taking that shit back. I don't even care if you don't know a Sunday. We can chant whatever the fuck we can chant. But that's how we need to start protesting. No more t-shirts, no more jeans, no more signs. We need to go out like old school again. So they can stop deeming us as dangerous every time we step outside. So they can stop looking at us as thugs. You can't look at a thug in a goddamn suit or in a dress. We can't be considered thugs. And it would definitely separate us from the people who are actually trying to cause a rift and cause shit to happen in those protests. I am just thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. Because there's no way you could have deemed Martin Luther King or Malcolm X a thug in a suit, while Coretta Scott or anybody else was marching to them in their Sunday finest. I'm just thinking, if we gonna get out there, let's get out there old school style. Let's fuck them up. Because the worst thing you can be scared of is a black man in a suit. That's the most scariest shit they can see, is a black man in a suit. No mask, no nothing. Just straight suit and tie. Fuck them up. When it is time for us to go back outside, we need to start moving differently. Because the way we've been moving has causing lives. There's no way they're going to be able to do a report on news stations with all of us in church suits singing hymns as a protest and call us thugs and call us rioters and call us looters. They can't do that shit. It won't match. It won't. And I'm going to keep saying this every time I'm on live, in case any people that decide to start protesting again get the notion. Okay, y'all, I have got to go. My mouth hurt like a bitch. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Be safe. Okay. Every time I try to close this goddamn thing, it will not let me close. Okay. And stop subscribing to my shit. I ain't got no ain't nothing in them subscribes. Stop subscribing. I don't hide nothing from y'all. Bye, YouTube land.